Menopausal and perimenopausal women, listen up. It's time to take control of your health and comfort, and Winona is here to help. Winona is a telemedicine company for menopause care who believes that your symptoms are real, important, and deserve to be taken seriously. And for many women, this starts with hormone replacement therapy. Winona's HRT is made with plant-based, bioidentical hormones rather than synthetic ones, so it better aligns with your body to offer relief from hot flashes, weight gain, and other uncomfortable symptoms. 80% of women who use Winona find relief within just 90 days. So, what are you waiting for? Get started today. Visit buywinona.com today to start your free visit. With free shipping and the ability to pause or cancel at any time, your path to wellness has zero obligations. Use code SPRING24 at buywinona.com for 25% off your first treatment plan. That's BYWINONA.com for 25% off. Winona. Menopause care made easy. Summer is the season of hot temperatures, outdoor adventures, and refreshing water activities. Summer is also the season of rough on your feet, causing dry, cracked heels and toes. Introducing Babyfoot, the original exfoliation foot peel that contains 16 natural extracts formulated to remove dead skin cells in 3 easy steps. Apply the booties, relax for an hour, then wash your feet. In 14 days, you've got baby smooth skin and your feet have never been softer. Letting dead skin cells build up over time is hazardous to your foot health. Our professional-grade DIY products, like our original exfoliation foot peel, our men's foot peel, or our moisturizing mask, are some of the best foot care products on the market, created with your foot health in mind. Pamper yourself with a spa day from the comfort and convenience of your own home with Babyfoot. If you want a chemical-free, easy-to-use exfoliating process from the company that created the original foot peel, it's time to treat yourself to Babyfoot. Go to babyfoot.com and use the code SUMMERFEET24 and get 20% off your first order with Babyfoot. That's babyfoot.com and use the code SUMMERFEET24.
Hello, and welcome to Too Stupid to Live, a podcast that reviews romance novels $5 and under. I'm your host, Becky, the Duchess of Feldman. And yes, today we are reviewing a historical romance that, spoiler alert, I loved so much. Anyway, that's it. Podcast over. Bye. Guys, I'm just kidding. Times may be crazy, but I am not that too stupid to live / make a podcast. Okay, so if you guys don't know, Too Stupid to Live is also a term to kind of it came about because it was this term that would diminish the damsels in distress that people think are in most romance novels. And obviously I was taking it back, or I am taking it back to the extent that, one, I'm using it as the title for this podcast, and two, a few weeks ago, I forgot the word cloud. Cloud, what you see in the sky. That's just the state I'm in right now. But, I like a strong heroine, especially ones that are pure equals to the heroes and other heroines. And I know a lot of readers do too, especially readers of the author Carolyn Sparks. So if you don't know, she's a New York Times and USA Today bestselling author of fantasies and paranormal romances. And she has a new book coming out entitled Siren of the Deep Blue Sea. Oh my God, I love that title so much. Anyway, it's about Mauve, who has magic powers and also discovers that she is a shapeshifter. And she has the hots for this shifter spy, aka my future profession, that is my new dream, whose name is Brody. And when she suspects that Brody is in danger, she risks it all to save him, even if it means learning the secret he's burdened with. This book is being described as a cross between Game of Thrones with Princess Bride, which I love, and frankly, I always wished Game of Thrones was Princess Bride. And in The Siren in the Deep Blue Sea, there are strong female heroines, humor, adventure, emphasis on love and friendship, and oh my God, is that a story I need right now to escape the dumpster fire that the world is in, or, the gender reveal fire that I'm currently dealing with. Not that I'm, it's just the effects of it, or if you can't tell, I'm full of phlegm right now, and it's, I think, because of said gender reveal party, but I have faith in the world that one day it will be better. Anyway, so, oh my gosh, you can find more information on The Siren in the Deep Blue Sea on gstlpodcast.com. Like I said, I'm so excited for this book, and I think like a lot of readers will be too. So on today's show, I have a return guest. She's a good friend of mine, one of the first guests on the show, Lesley Tsina. She's a writer, actress, and comedian, and when she first appeared, we reviewed the book Her Husband's Harlot, and now she is back, and we are reviewing the second book in the series, Her Wanton Wager, which was written by Grace Callaway and is currently, and I'm going to take a deep breath here. Guys, hold still. It was $4.99, but worth every penny and dollar. I had so much fun reuniting with Lesley, and boy, was this book a romp. So please enjoy this review of Her Wanton Wager. Listen, it's happening. Lesley, welcome back.
Hello.
To Too
Thank
Stupid
you.
to Live. So you were one of like my earliest guests. So I mean, and you were so much fun. How has your life changed for the better since first appearing on the best podcast of all time?
I've won several Emmys since then, entirely because of my podcast recording.
Yeah.
I've become a well-known commentator on romance of all kinds.
Oh, great.
Especially my own, my dozens of romances.
Yeah, I was thinking
that I'm known for.
Yeah, you really are. I was thinking like, how am I going to introduce Lesley? And I just now, like when I record the intro later, and I was like, technically, Restart Me Up is a historical romance.
Between man and operating system.
Between man and operating system. It's
between man, woman, and operating system.
And honestly, it's sexy because of Vlad Michael Murray. That's one of the characters. Yeah. So you had texted me a while back, or not a while back, but a few weeks ago. You were like, listen, I am reading or have read the sequel to Her Husband's Harlot,
Yes.
which we had reviewed. And I was like,
yes.
I want to read the sequel too and have you back on the show.
Great.
Okay, so I guess I'll like read a quick synopsis, but the sequel to Her Husband's Harlot by Grace Callaway is called Her Wanton Wager. So following the happily ever after of Her Husband's Harlot, the mayhem in Mayfair continues with new happy endings, wink, between the charming scoundrel Gavin Hunt and the boisterous hoyden Persephone Fines. Aspiring novelist Persephone, a.k.a. Percy, will do anything to get her family's business title back, one that her brother gambled away to gamester Gavin Hunt. And what better way than entering a bet herself? Taken by Percy's beauty, Gavin promises to give back the title if she's able to resist his innate need to worship her and her body. Both parties think winning this wager is easy, but things get hard when things get hard. It's so funny because you were like, this book is wicked.
Sorry, there's a cat kind of doing some bullshit in the background here.
Listen, all of my guests on the show have had their cats make appearances, so if anything, it's on brand with these distant recordings that I've been doing lately.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so do not worry about your cat. Okay, so do you want to look at do you have the cover of the book out? Do you want to just like analyze it for a second?
It's a little generic, I gotta say. It's
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's just sort of, it doesn't, this could be any book. It doesn't even look like the period quite.
Yeah, and
it's just like, it's a shirtless dude. Is he wearing jeans? It looks like he's wearing jeans.
Oh my god, it kind of does. I feel like it's like maybe jean adjacent, like dark khakis, but it definitely slacks, some nice slacks. But it definitely looks like he like it doesn't look like pants of the period. Do you know what I mean?
No.
It's not period. It's not period pants. I don't know why.
Like, I can't figure out what's going on, because is it like a belt or something? They look a little bit on the, on the kind of suede-y.
Yeah, suede. Like they look like pants you would wear if you were a theater usher or something.
Yes, very much so. Or like a Chippendales dancer.
Yeah, it's very Chippendale. I mean, this model could be a Chippendales dancer as well. We don't know.
And is that supposed to be his scar on the cheek?
Oh yeah, that must have been.
It's not a very good scar.
It's not like
it's not a sexy scar. It's just like a little, like, I spilled coffee on this guy. Like he's got a little coffee ring.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does look like it healed too well. Like it's like Mederma was invented back in the Regency era, which I don't think is historically accurate.
No, but I mean, who knows? There were witches or something. There were herbalists. I'm sure somebody. Okay, here's the thing though. If you walked up and saw this guy, you wouldn't think Scar. He looks kind of like what's his name? Who plays Bob Benson on Mad Men?
Yeah, he does look very pretty boy. You know what I mean?
He's a pretty boy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's massively built too, which is weird almost.
Yeah, it is weird. It is but I do appreciate the amount of chest hair that they left on.
There's a lot. It kind of looks like he's like there's a mirror between his nipples. Like you're just seeing a reflection of.
Yeah, the light is kind of weird on it because, like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's like a reflection is coming from her chest a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically the picture is that they're like mid-kiss or almost about to kiss. His shirt is off. Her dress is either draping or it's a very shouldery bearing dress with a green ribbon.
It looks a little prom or cotillion actually.
It does look like cotillion. It looks like she's it's like a fancy
a girls' school graduation kind of?
Yes. Or like, what do you do, like, communion dress? Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's like, I feel like the material looks like she's about to be, like, dipped into a lake and she adopts the word of God. You know, whatever they do. Oh, I want to talk about the background of the cover. Like, what is that? Where are they? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, that's a good question. It looks like a fountain?
Yeah, it looks like a bird bath.
Yeah, I can't figure out, is that in the book?
No. Oh, wait.
I don't remember anything.
Well, I feel like there was a thing where so like obviously we're kind of cutting ahead, but she, you know, is like most things wants to marry high up to ensure her financial stability, but Gavin Hunt is, you know, on the
he's just too sexy.
Yeah, he's sexy and like he's just like he's like blue collar, but no, not blue collar, but you know what I mean? Like he had poor means and built his way up and he runs like a gaming parlor, which isn't like considered
a gaming hell.
A gaming, yeah. And it's called the Underground, which is funny because her name is Persephone. So there's like a lot of references to Greek, I guess Greek and Roman mythology here. But so anyway, she's at like a party and like she doesn't fit in, and so that she sneaks out and she's seen he's there watching her, and they go into like, I was about to say bodega, but it's not. It's the thing where it's like a deck, but it's like not connected to the house and it's like a circle thing. What's that called?
Like a rotunda?
Maybe, or not that. It's like outdoors. Oh, fuck. What's the name? It was like on the tip of my tongue, but like, it's like you go out onto the lawn and it's like a wooden thing and there's like a covering over it and there's like benches.
A gazebo?
Gazebo. That's the word.
There's always a gazebo in these books.
Well, where else are you going to give someone a hand job? Because that's what she does.
It's true. Wait, wasn't there was like some kind of hand job in a gazebo in the first book too, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Like they're walking along like in that maze of like where people go to, you know, like make out lane basically.
Yeah.
And he like goes down on her in a gazebo or something like that.
Yeah, I think it could. This is the same gazebo. I think this is the gazebo where hand jobs happen. It's hand job gazebo.
The hand job gazebo of London.
Yeah.
It's the most infamous gazebo in all of London.
Yeah. It's just filled with stains. That's the most disgusting thing I ever said, but maybe not. It's just filled with love. There's so many memories, sexy memories in this gazebo. But I thought,
sexy gazebo.
Yeah, the gazebo of jizz. Oh my God, Lesley, what's wrong with me? But I felt like this was like maybe on the way to the gazebo. But why is his shirt off?
Okay.
I don't know.
Why is his shirt off? And there's no sign of his shirt. Like, that shirt has been gone for a while, or perhaps never existed.
Yeah, and it's like, where, like, oh, yeah, I don't know. But he doesn't walk over. Like, in the book, he's like, you know, has a shirt on during the scene.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if he takes off his shirt is taken off. He doesn't, like, start anything shirtless unless he's, like, already in bed.
Right, yeah.
They do make a point about the fact that he sleeps in the nude. Because of course he does.
Well, he's always, like, because when we meet him, he's always, like, we first meet him, like, fucking a prostitute. Or, you know, like a nice Evangeline.
His, like, what's your name?
I think it's Evangeline.
Evangeline.
Yeah.
Evangeline. Yeah, he's, like, his, like, hoe with benefits.
Yeah. But it's not like, he doesn't really like degrade her, but it is like, it's a business arrangement. And so like if he's constantly having sex every night, which is what the book makes it seem, like of course he's naked in his bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't he like doing it on his desk or something?
Yeah. Well, he does do it on his desk, but I mean, listen, this guy does it everywhere.
Yeah.
And side note, I learned something. I learned a phrase.
What did you learn? Yes.
Condom back then was called a French letter.
A French letter. Yes,
Yeah.
It came with a ribbon too to tie it on.
I know, which is, I mean, because I know that like contraception, it was just weird because then when I think about it, like the, why it never comes up again when they like, it's like, oh, well, if French letters are there, why they could have been having sex all along because it's like safe sex. And do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 But regardless.
Is there ever contraception failure in a romance novel? I've never run into it, but I haven't read that many.
There absolutely has. There's been like one of my favorite authors like wrote this book where the condom, like they were using condoms, but they still got pregnant, which was like, okay, I understand it's a plot thing, but it kind of like was like, well, there was something about it that like bummed me out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though a baby's a blessing, as you know, our society tells us.
But not always in a novel.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, otherwise we wouldn't have half of these Regency books because they're all about people who've been abandoned and, you know.
Mm-hmm. And it's all about like guys are just like knee deep in all different kinds of pussy, and the woman is like so virginal, which was like in this book.
And it's such a turn on. She's so virginal, even though it normally wouldn't be. But this woman, her virginity is just so hot. Like,
yeah.
There's a lot of that in it.
It was like this, like, it was like for like this book, like it just like prized her virginity like to the nth degree. Like it was the most important thing to her and the important thing to him, to the point where when he does take her virginity, he's like nervous.
It's weird. This is totally one of those like kind of high school progression type books.
Mm-hmm.
Like it starts with, well, he's fucking someone else. And then like he's masturbating thinking about her. And then she's having a sexy dream about him. And then he kisses her.
Mm-hmm.
And then he kisses her with tongue. And then we just kind of keep ramping up.
Yeah, it really goes from like before first base because of the kiss, no tongue. And then it's just like it's the bases. But this was, I imagine, before baseball was widely.
So something interesting happened. Like now that I've read this, so this hooks up with the first book. Like in fact, there's 4 of these, and I've read all of them.
Ooh,
because it's been that kind of pandemic.
Same here.
And they all interlock, and some of them happen. Like some of this action is happening simultaneously with other things in other books.
Right. Yeah. This book was after maybe like a year or so after the end of the first book, or maybe like it happens during the epilogue of the first book, which the book ended with like sex in the carriage, and she had just had 2 twins, and it was like the first time she was having sex after the twins, and now the twins are like, you know, in this book just making havoc, you know, just being crazy.
They're like kids now, and now they're all off on vacation. So like that whole family is off on vacation, and meanwhile, it's so I guess this is about Percy, her friend. What is it? Persephone Fines.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Fines and Hunt. I kept getting their last names wrong. I was like, because Fine is like, you know, fine, and then Hunt is like, I'm on the hunt, and it's like, oh my God, who is which? Because they're both.
God. The names in this series are so great.
I
Like
know.
her like prim little friend whose name is Charity Sparkler.
Yeah, and Charity is like her voice, kind of her voice of reason a little bit. Well, a lot of
Yes.
it. Helena.
Charity gets her own book later.
Ooh, I imagine Charity and then the lady and the detective Kent, they have a book, right?
They have a book. That's the next one, yes.
Yeah, that one I'm actually looking forward to. I think I'm going to read that
It
next.
looks pretty good. I gotta
Yeah.
say, out of the four, like this is one of the really good ones.
This one, I loved it so much better than Her Husband's Harlot. A
Yeah,
lot
I thought
better.
this one was more fun. Like it was less about them being married, and just not like that one was just sort of like they both have so many issues and la 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 la. And this one's just kind of fun and silly.
Yeah, exactly. That was just like more of an adventure. It was more like, not that like marriage dramas aren't interesting, but that one just felt like this marriage drama, which was so unlike this one, which was like such an adventure and such like it's almost like a fun historical, like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days style book.
Exactly. Yes. It's cheeky. This one's really cheeky.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody really feels that bad about anything that they do. Like they're just like doing this ridiculous thing and they're just kind of both enjoying it.
Yeah, basically. And it's like, and it was like, so basically, Persephone has this like drunkard, shitty brother and he loses the title. Yes. Paul, get it together. Does he have a book?
He does. Okay. He's got the last one. There's a book about him and Charity.
That's okay. Yeah. So Charity, her voice of reason has been hung up on Paul, who had his heart broken, which is why he's a fucking mess. So while like Helena and Nicholas, who like are more or less kind of, they're not blood related, but they are like brother and sister. They and her mom, Persephone's mom, go on vacation, and so Persephone doesn't know what to do. She has no one to rely on, and she just goes to hunt and is like, "What can I do to get my father back?"
My brother lost the company by playing a game of Pharaoh. So it's like how to get your father's company back in 10 days.
Yeah, and Gavin Hunt sees her. And it's kind of like a weird, like it kind of made me a little uncomfortable at first, where he's like, you need to, like right away, he's just like, you need to resist my like sexiness. Like if you don't, here's a wager and you're wanton or whatever. Like you have to resist me.
The whole thing is it's a revenge plot from like the first book. Like, he hates Nicholas because he's the other chimney sweep that Nicholas like left behind with like the pedophile chimney sweep Chandler.
Yeah, which is like brought up in the first book and
in the stew.
Yeah. And he's just like, oh, not only is this my way to like whatever, like handle this title thing, but it's also like I'm gonna get in here and get my revenge on Nicholas. But my God.
Okay, can we do a little sidebar about the language that's used in this book?
Yes.
Okay, it gets a little anachronistic in some very silly ways sometimes. Like I don't know why Percy says all the time, but she does.
She does, yeah. And it's funny because like she's so headstrong and is like, I want to be an author and I want adventure. But then like, well, I guess like we all have layers, whatever. But like when he's like, later on, he's like, you have beautiful tits. And she's like, thank you.
Whatever. Which, is that a thing people said?
Did people say
I think
whatever?
My favorite quote in the book, let me see if I gotta find my highlighting here.
Oh, all good.
He's all pissed off because like, so basically he wants to seduce her and ruin her to get back at Nicholas by like messing with but he's gonna like take away the company and he's going to like ruin his sister-in-law basically. Or his sister. But he thinks that she's just ghosted on him after like his after the wager, that she's not going to take the wager. So this paragraph really made me laugh. Okay. So Percy hadn't come up to scratch? Fine. He had his pride. He wouldn't force her into it. He'd seduce the bloody Marchioness of Hertford instead, that being our heroine from our previous book. His gut clenched in denial. Or he'd arranged for someone else to do it. Whatever.
Yeah.
The minute the fucking Hertfords returned from Italy, he would set his new plan into play. ... But Whatever, really?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like whatever could have been used as like when someone is like whatever you wish, but like I
Yeah,
don't
but
think
not like whatever.
Clueless style whatever. You know what I mean?
They're made for each other in that way. They both talk like they're in Clueless.
Yeah, it's so funny because as I was reading it, I kept thinking like this reads like, and I like got this like weird idea for a story of like kind of like the Rebel Wilson Isn't It Romantic movie where it's like a couple, like I like just the way they talked, like it made it seem like they were a couple that were having like they from modern times, like from right now, and they are having issues, and it's like, are they or aren't they going to stay together? And then for some reason, by like magic, they like get lost, they like transfer and like travel into a romance novel, and they're forced into this adventure, and it's like through this adventure that they're in by like doing all of the steps of a romance novel, that's how they realize that like they love each other. That's how they read to me.
That's interesting.
And then I was like, that's a really good idea for a movie.
That actually goes really well with the cover too, because the cover looks too contemporary anyways.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It definitely does. And they really did talk, like there were just like moments where it was like they, like when she would say, and it was like that felt so modern of like, and then like when she like one moment like later on and they like realize that they're in love with each other, but it's like they're both struggling of like how they are going to fulfill the wager. She walks in on him with Evangeline, who isn't trying to seduce, like she's seducing him, but he's rebuffing her, and like Persephone is like, get away from him, he is mine, and like doesn't realize what she's saying. And it was like, that's something so like modern, like that's something I would do.
Although when they do get the period stuff, like I don't know, but he also does call her you little. He calls her a little baggage.
Yes. Yeah.
I love that.
Oh yeah.
You want me, you little baggage, and you know it.
Yeah, and it's like they also, I mean, I guess like cunny for vagina was a word, and like it did have its things, but it also, I think that's like one of the reasons why I liked it a little bit was that like because they had such like. There was these anachronisms, but it made them, for me, more relatable than the previous. Do you know what I mean? Like than the previous.
There's just so much hand-wringing in the first one, and this one is just pretty much like they have animal magnetism, and also there's some stuff happening in the underworld that we don't really care about. But.
No, and it's like I like completely like I always like I was like, okay, when I'm like rehashing this with Lesley, I may need her to help me like figure out like what the because he's in trouble with like another like a rival like gamester in the underground who like
and
they want revenge.
I read this a couple weeks ago, and now I was rereading it, and I didn't get back to that part, and I can't remember why.
Yeah.
But nobody really cares. We care about the wager.
And it was, exactly. And it was like basically, like it was like this generic, like, of course, like when you're working in like I guess it's called a rookery or something, where it's just like not
rookery?
Or like the not the high class side of town where it's like he comes from like, whatever, like he's doing, like I guess gambling is not illegal, but he also like runs a baudy house and like whatever. He's doing illegal things.
Like, it's the trifecta. It's like it's booze, women, and gambling.
Exactly. And he's making a fuck ton of money, but even though he's rich, he's still not seen as like upper class. And that was just like the rules of this world. And so
but neither is she, because she's new money.
Exactly.
She's trade. She smells of shop.
Yeah, and she's like middle class, even though she has like nice dresses. And like I feel like when we first meet her, she has like the hots, I guess, for this guy named Portland, Lord Thomas.
Lord Portland or Viscount Portland, like
Viscount, Which he like just like sucked. He was just like, he reminded me of oh God, like just like a stick in the mud, like thinks he knows what good books are. And like, you know, like
she's like, I like this particular racy poem of Shelley's. And he's like, oh, I like it in theory.
Yeah. And it's like, dude, shut up. And but of course, when she like meets Gavin, enters this weird wager, her, you know, she's just like, Portland is as interesting as the color beige. You know what I mean?
The color beige. It's my favorite novel of Alice Walker's.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like it was an odd sequel. But
an indictment, but still very weird.
So as I said, like it made me uncomfortable. It's like weird to like get a woman to like enter a wager like this, but I thought what the author did, what was really, really smart, is that she gives her this sex dream where she basically has this really hot dream where she kind of is in a situation where she's like tied up and you know, she's submitting to Gavin and she loves it. And so that to me kind of like sold the idea of like, okay, she is into this. Like she wants to do this wager. She has just as much power as he does.
Yeah, it's just, and it's like it's in her nature to want stuff like this. Like she's not, it's like doing this is more her than trying to marry some boring dude.
Exactly. Yeah. Which, I think was like kind of, yeah, absolutely. Like this is like their foreplay. And it was like, you know, that kind of helped sell this like idea to me, you know?
It's sort of weird too, because like consent wise, they're actually really threading the needle here too. Like he's like, oh yeah, I'll stop if you ask me, if you don't think I'm so hot that you can't remember to ask, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he definitely makes this like a safe space for her in terms of like the society at that time. And then, but she also is just like she also like uses him in a sexy way where it's like she wants adventure. She like is having fun. Like there's a point where, and this reminded me of How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, where in order to win her wager, she goes to like charity and she's like, what are things I can do to like really turn him off? And she like talks about like inane things that don't interest him, that don't even interest her, and she's wearing like this like ugly dress and a weird hat that she won't take off, and like he's like, what are you doing?
Sorry.
Yeah. So okay. So the first like kind of like, so he tells her like, I'm gonna go out with you, or like have a date, whatever date meant during that time. We're going to go on 6 dates. And if you can resist me in 6 dates, you get the title back.
Yes.
And she's like,
and I'm not going to look for your brother or anything like that. And not only does she, but then like basically, they just basically managed to do everything but.
Exactly.
In several installments.
Yeah. And so at one point she like, first they go on a date and they go out on the town and it's like nice. And they have like their kisses and it's whatever. And then suddenly people from like the rival game guy attacks him and attacks the two of them, and she's just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. He's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And they are able to thwart these attackers, and when they get back to like his place, they're at safety, and he's like, oh my god, are you okay? And she was like, that was the most fun I've ever had. And I was like,
that was amazing.
Yeah. It kind of reminded me of like people who are like really into like podcasts about like true crime. You know, there was like something about it that's like very entertaining. Because she wants to be a novelist. She
does. And she's got nothing to write about.
I know.
Because her life is just so dull.
Yeah, and she needs something. And
if you like look at all the little chapter starts from her terrible novel that she's not writing anymore. Like,
right. Yeah. And I thought for a second it was like, oh, is this like a real manuscript? Because you know how like books do that, where they'll start a chapter, and there's like the italics of like a real like manuscript. And I was like, oh, is this real? But then I realized it wasn't.
Yeah.
Because she's telling a story from Priscilla, who's that based on?
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
The Adventures of Priscilla. What is it? The Perils of Priscilla?
The Perils of Priscilla. Love that alliteration.
Jesus.
You never go wrong. You never go wrong with an alliterative title. Okay, so can we talk about the scene where they dry hump at the body house?
Oh, yes, we can.
Okay, so it's a wild scene.
Yeah, they're like, are they? Wait, I'm trying to remember now. Now I'm trying to like find it in the book. So they're like looking through the peepholes and everything, right?
Yeah. Well, he's like, he takes her to like his like, I was about to say compound, but like the gambling hall, and on top of the gambling hall is like the body house, and he's like, whatever you do, don't go up there, because he thinks she's like so innocent and like meh. But listen, Persephone is not going to listen to what he tells her to do. So she goes up and she like peeks in and she sees blowjobs. She sees three ways. She sees sex. And he catches her. And he's like, I told you not to do this. But she is fucking turned on as fuck. And they dry hump.
They do dry hump.
I was glad because he gets off, right? Because it just felt like before then he's just been like turning her on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, he got something out of it. Like, 'cause she wants to please him too.
Yeah.
And early on we see that they both desire each other, and like it's like they're both like okay with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry. I'm entranced. I just found the page.
Oh, great. Do you want to read it? Can you please read it in your beautiful voice?
Where should we start? Oh, they have to call a truce. That's right.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because they're both like super horny for each other, and they're like, but the wager, and then they're like, okay, we're gonna stop. We're gonna stop this wager. Every time we want to like do something sussy, it has nothing to do with the wager. We just have our bodies. We have our horniness. We need to get off.
Like, and I'm not gonna take your virginity until the last time.
Yeah, which he like doesn't really tell. Does he tell her that, or like?
Yeah, he does. He tells her that like directly.
Yeah.
Like, what is it? Here it is. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. So you're looking for a bit that would be fun to read out loud. This is fun to read out loud.
Oh, do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is pretty funny, actually. Okay. The hair suddenly lifted on her skin. Even though she'd heard no footsteps, she knew he was there. His presence lived in the rapid tattoo of her heartbeat, the tightening of her nipples against her bodice. She whipped around. Also, so much nipplage in these books.
I know. Yeah. I loved it. He loved her nips.
Into the nipples. Like, yeah, everybody's got super sensitive nipples in these books. Like,
I know.
It's crazy.
I'm jealous.
So she looked around. Hunt stood there watching her. Golden hellfire raged in his eyes. Her throat squeezed. I was only... Okay, not in that voice, but... Didn't I tell you to wait downstairs? As large and foreboding as Hades himself... Persephone, Hunt stalked toward her. Her breath rushed in and out of her lungs as he bent his head and glanced into the viewing hole she'd been looking through. My, what a naughty girl you've been, he drawled as he shut the panels, muffling the lascivious sounds. Her cheeks pulsed hotly. I didn't mean to. Why am I doing this voice?
It's good voice, dude. You're doing great.
Lie to anyone you wish, but not to me. You knew exactly what you were doing. In a quick motion, he disposed of her turban. Her hair tumbled free. You're a hot-blooded little baggage, Persephone finds, and there's no use denying it. Lips trembling, Percy lowered her head. He was right about her. She wasn't the good, proper daughter her parents had wanted. Why did Hunt have to be the one to see her for the wicked girl she truly was? She wanted to curl into a ball and die of embarrassment. Heat burned behind her eyes, and Hunt burned behind her, whatever.
Yeah.
A finger tipped her chin up. Eyes of infinite darkness held her. Don't be afraid of who you are, he said. You're perfect, Percy. Passionate and brave. Everything a man would want. Before she could understand the relief, the joy rippling through her, his lips were hot upon her neck, and held teeth how I want you. Okay. This is why I don't book a lot of animation.
Yeah, because animation, there's always an English lady who's like super turned on in every animated episode.
Desire sizzled along her nerves, yet she pushed at his shoulders. The wager, she stammered. I cannot do this. I cannot betray my brother. But you do want me, don't you, Percy? She could no longer hide from the truth. She desired Hunt, a man who did not abhor wickedness but understood it. Understood her. She gave a small nod. Triumph flickered in his gaze. I'll do what it takes to have you, Percy, even if it means calling a truce. A truce! A gasp ended from her arched throat when his lips returned to their wanton exploration. An armistice, if you will. We will continue our wager, but your maidenhead will be safe with me. His grasp tightened on her hair, exposing her further to his touches, his kisses. Until our sixth and final meeting, I give you my word. His words barely permeated her, the haze of pleasure. She moaned as a hot lick titillated her ear. She had to think to resist the desire spinning mood inside her. You won't try to seduce me. I'm making her Margaret Dumont. I swear to God. I didn't say that. I said I wouldn't put my cock inside you for the time being.
It's very true.
And so on and so on and so forth. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I was thinking as you were reading it? I was like, what kind of body house is this where there's like peepholes? That makes me nervous for the people.
Don't they all have peepholes?
They do, because that happens in the first book too.
Yeah, that's right.
But like, it just like...
Or at least we know there's curtain peeping in the first one. They're like hiding behind some curtains when they meet.
Yeah. And I mean, I feel like I've read this in other books too, if I recall, like not this series, obviously, because I've only read the first two books, but it's weird because like, are all these people like going to the body house and they're like, do they know that there's peepholes? Like that makes me like, it's such a violation.
I guess.
I mean, not that they care. They're like, you know, sex is sex.
I mean, I'm going to guess that they don't because, I don't know, people didn't read as many books about people in places with people. I don't know. I just feel like, you know, like the way we live now, you kind of expect to be spied on everywhere, whether you like it or not.
Very true.
Yeah. Whereas, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it could be like people knew about these peepholes and maybe like the peepholes were like another, like if you didn't want to have sex at the thing, you could like watch it if you weren't, you know what I mean? Like maybe people were aware, but I'm just saying like if they didn't, that was like, these poor men who are cheating on their wives.
Oh man.
That was a hot scene.
It was a hot scene. It gets hotter. I mean,
it gets hotter.
But that's probably I think that's probably the hottest scene.
Yeah. I mean, I had like these two parts that kind of were like really interesting to me. That one was not sexy at all, but I thought it was written in a sexy way where it's the first time he tongue kisses her. And,
oh yeah.
And
in the store.
Yeah. Do you want me to read it? I can read it. Okay.
Sure. Yeah, you read it.
So he's like, he is like kissing her neck and she's like, what are you doing? She stammered. Her skin tingled where he'd touch her. She'd never known that a patch beneath her ear to be sensitive, yet sparks danced over the surface of her skin. Untying your bonnet. His eyes gleamed, the golden flecks in them pronounced against his darkened pupils. 'Tis a grand brim, to be sure, but surely you don't expect me to fit under there with you. Oh, I suppose not. Do not overreact. Remain calm and collected. Reaching up, she fumbled with the ribbons. To her consternation, they were hopelessly knotted. You're making things worse. Allow me. And that's like fun. It's like awkward things like that. It's like those moments that made me think that they time traveled to the past. You know what I mean? Because they're like, how do I unknot this? Nudging aside her hands, Hunt expertly took hold of the strings. She swallowed as his fingers brushed against her neck, the calloused pads rasping lightly against her skin. A shivering awareness spread over her, raising the fine hairs on her arms and tightening her lower belly. All of the senses chose that moment to come fully awake. Hunt's scent penetrated her nostrils. Leather and male spice. Male spice made me laugh. Familiar yet exotic. In a rush, the dream of the catacombs, that's her dream, she had a sex dream, came back to her, and she swayed. Suddenly, she remembered she'd forgotten to invoke the no-touching rule. Mr. Hunt, He placed a finger out to her lips. The brightness of his eyes mesmerized her. Enough talking. Close your eyes, Persephone, now, and take my kiss. I thought that was sexy.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm. And like that was the moment where she was like learned what a kiss is, and I thought that was great.
Yeah, and she astonishes him in how good she is at taking kisses.
Oh yeah, and I mean, like he's just as like he's obviously more sexually experienced, but like he is like just as surprised about like his feelings. It's like almost like in a way as if like he was a virgin to her.
But it's like he's a guy with no interest really in women beyond just fucking.
Right.
And he just, they're like, oh, you should find a Mrs. Gavin Hunt. Like some of the underworld people are like, well, introduce you to some ladies. Mm-hmm. And he's like, nah. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, because
he's like, I'm just going to find some random submissive lady. Nothing like this weird hoyden that I'm hanging out with.
No.
But also, the word hoyden, great word.
Yeah, it's so funny. I had to look it up. But basically, it's an old term for boisterous woman. Which, I guess...
Such a hoyden.
Yeah, I guess she's boisterous. There was something... I mean, she's boisterous. Like, her actions are boisterous, but I guess I was, like, expecting her personality to be, like... I don't know. Like... slightly louder, dare I say?
Well, it's more like she gets herself into scrapes, and she's just like, "Oh no, how did this happen again?"
Yeah,
like I couldn't help it. I didn't think that setting fireworks off at the girls' school was going to be such a disaster.
Yeah. It was great. And then like it's like around her family, she's like very boisterous, but around Hunt, she just like is like, what is happening? And she like gets under his skin, certainly, but like she's also like stunned by her own feelings.
It's a fun one. This was a fun one.
I know. Yes. There's another sex scene I want to talk about where it's later on. You think it's the night it's their final night, and you think it's the night that like he's going to take her virginity, and he just gives her a night. Like, this is all night, baby. We are going to have fun, and he like plans it out. And first, it starts off with like dinner, but it's a sexy dinner, and
sexy dinner. I mean, that's a nice choice.
It was great. Like, I thought, like, he really put a lot of effort into this night. It wasn't like, oh, let's fuck. And so they have, like, foreplay, and she's naked, blindfolded, and he's like, I'm going, and she's like, her stomach grumbles, and she's like, oh, I guess I need to eat something. And he's like, oh, you're going to eat something. He doesn't say that, but he thinks that. And he takes her to the couch blindfolded, and he feeds her a strawberry, which is sexy. But then he feeds her a chicken bone, which I don't know how much I liked.
Okay, wait a minute. Now I'm looking for that because I don't remember the chicken bone.
I have it. I have it.
Oh, wait, is this the one where he gives her a bath?
It's right before the bath.
Okay. Also, whenever they use the word quim, it just always makes me laugh.
Oh my God, I know, quim. And it's so funny because, like, there's a new lube company. Or no, it's not a lube company, but it's like a CBD company that, like, makes, like, all natural, like, CBD things. And, like, one of their, like, their main, like, thing is CBD lubricants, and it's called a quim. And I was like, I totally thought of her husband's harlot, like, when I first heard of it.
Did you ever see that show Harlots?
No, I haven't. Is it good?
Oh, it's so good. You totally have to see it. But in like the pilot episode, one of the whores says, I am the Duchess of Quim, which is just the best line ever.
Oh my God. Well, listen, it's a good place to be a duchess for.
Yeah. If you're going to be the Duchess of anything.
Yeah, I agreed.
You don't want to be like the Duchess of like porridge? Fuck that.
Yeah, I'm the Duchess of like pudding. like chocolate pudding. I'm the Duchess of chocolate pudding.
I'm the Duchess of dry elbow skincare.
Yeah, I'm the Duchess of dark circles under her eyes.
I'm the Duchess of ennui. I'm always sorry. No, I'm the Viscount of ennui.
Yeah. The Maria Chuness, however you say it.
American, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, seriously though, that show is great.
Yeah, I want to watch it.
I don't know if it's gonna. There's 3 seasons. I don't know if there's gonna be a 4th, but man, so worth it.
Okay, I'll watch it. We all need something. We all need something to watch. I pulled up the chicken thing. Do you want me to read it, or do you want to read it?
Yeah, please.
Okay, I'll read it.
Yeah, you read it.
Okay. Okay, so he. This is well. Okay, I'll take it from the beginning. So he she just got there. He's taken off her clothes and blindfolded her, and he is looking at her. He's like, I want to see your beautiful body. And she goes, are you done looking yet? She said, biting her lips. He'd never be done. Not in a million years. You steal my breath, Buttercup. Standing behind her, he grasped her supple waist and pulled her back against him, shuddered at the contact with the smooth firmness of her ass. He cupped her breasts, thumbing the stiff peaks as she sighed and wriggled against him. The friction made his blood burn. His erect prick, which I'm not the biggest fan of saying prick, threatening to burst through the thin layer of wool. You have the most gorgeous tits, he growled against her ear. Thank you? He grinned. He grinned. That's how she said it. He grinned at her impish response. Only Percy could amuse and arouse him at once. His grin turned into a chuckle when, in the midst of the love play, her stomach gave an unladylike growl. Pardon, she said in an abashed voice. I haven't eaten much today. Still smiling, he went to fill a plate and led her to the sofa. He pulled her onto his lap and, choosing a ripe strawberry, held it to her lips. Take a bite. Red juice dribbled down her chin as she did so. He leaned over and licked up the sweet trail. Sighing, she said, More, please? He selected a chicken leg, pulling off bite-sized chunks. She ate it greedily, and when she was done, he murmured to her ear, Now be a good girl and lick my fingers clean. Lust bolted through him as she obeyed. Her small tongue lapped at him, sucking one long digit between her pink lips. Not cheeks yet. An image. Okay, by the way, there's an ice cream truck in the background, so this is great. Just as it's the sexiest thing. It's my ice cream truck, not mine, but my neighborhood's. Anyway, an image flashed of her taking his cock this way, of pushing his shaft all the way into her sweet mouth. Just as quickly, he shook the notion away. That was a paid pleasure, and he was done with those. Breathing heavily, he pulled his fingers out and had to stay in control, or this game would not last much longer. Very good, he said. And now for dessert. And that's when he eats her pussy. Or he puts whipped cream on her pussy and eats it from her pussy, and then gets to the pie, if you will. He'd had the whipped cream, now onto the pie.
Oh, it's trifle.
Oh, trifle, excuse me. What's trifle? Wait, what is that?
Pussy trifle? Trifle is the thing where it's some cake and then some whipped cream and then some strawberries or jam. It's the thing that they make out of meat on Friends in that one episode.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, that sounds messy. So thank God they took a bath afterward.
It's so gross and also so English.
Right? Yeah. I know food is sexy. Oh my God. This ice cream truck.
I feel like food is sexy until it actually touches you, and then it starts to get gross.
Yeah, I think so. And especially when it's near your genitals, I'm it's sexy in theory, but it's also so messy. And I know some people are into that, so it's not like I'm judging. But
slobbery.
Yeah. So, but then they head to the bathtub, which smart choice on Gavin's part. And they are
He's the world. He knows what to do.
Yeah, he gets it. Yes. He doesn't want any UTIs in her quim. So they are about to have sex in the bathtub. He is in her, But then he stops because he's having this thing of like, he's kind of being a dick at this point because he's like, wants her. He wants to marry her. She obviously wants to marry him. They love each other. She has like kind of told him that she loved him. But he's like, where do your loyalties lie? Your family or me? And he's like forcing her to choose. And which is kind of a dickish move, I think. Because
yeah, that's a dick move.
It is. And not a sexy dick move. Because like he hasn't professed his love for her. And he like doesn't like, she doesn't know if she loves him or he loves her. And he's like, them or me. And it's like, and she's like, well, them, you know, like that's why I'm here. And they have a fallout. Yeah. They have a really tragic fallout.
In the tub.
Yeah. So of course they dry off, and she leaves, and it's over. You think it's over. But then she's at a bookstore again because that's where she likes to go, and she gets kidnapped. She gets kidnapped by
out the back of the bookstore. Yeah. What is it? Ambrose Kent of the Thames River Police is guarding her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and because like she's being guarded because Nicholas and Helena and they're all back, and she's being guarded. But the rival gangsters, they get her, and Gavin gets word of this, and he's like, "Fuck." And he goes to his sworn enemy, Nicholas, and they're like, team up, and they're like, we gotta get our girl back. And they do. They do. They profess their love for each other, and they live happily ever after.
Yeah, they get married.
They do get married. And then, like, we have an epilogue of them on the boat. They're on a boat. And she's like, guess what? I'm pregnant. The end. Yeah.
She's increasing.
She's increasing. Yeah.
I love that. Everybody, yes, you're increasing.
I know. It's such a weird thing to say, but I guess that's like how it's viewed, because it's not like there were like, what is it? Sonograms? Do you know what's the thing? I can't think right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Is it sonograms, or is it like that's what you see whales with? I think it's sonogram.
A sonogram is what you take of a baby.
Okay, got
Sonar
it.
is
sonar. Oh my God, I'm the Duchess of getting fucking words wrong.
Pregnancy can make you think of whales. That's not ridiculous.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Okay, and then like they have a happily ever after.
They have a very happily ever after.
Yeah. Did you like this happily ever after?
Yeah, I did. I thought that they were a nice pair. Like, they're two fun people who end up together, and, he goes out of his way to, like, actually, save her instead of just being a dick to her for, like...
forever.
A really long time.
So, what made this book, like, wicked for you? Like, what was wicked? Like, sexy wicked?
I don't know. I mean, it was just, like... The scenes, it was just, the scenes, the hot scenes were pretty hot. They were really well written, and they were two, like, fun characters, like, that were both pretty well drawn. And, like, now that I've, like, read, like, the major universe of this bunch of people, like, these are two of the better characters.
Yeah. I loved this book so much.
It was really fun.
Yeah. So I give it an A+. What rating do you give it?
Okay. I don't know. See, the whatevers and stuff did really kind of draw me out of it, so I would give it an A- for that.
Okay, but A- is
but
good.
I don't know. I like have less of like the like. I give it an A-.
That's great.
But I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I think of the four, like this is probably the best one.
Oh, good. That's good to know, because I loved the hell out of this book. I thought it was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that the next one, the one with Ambrose Kent and the Marchioness is good. I would skip Charity Sparkler and Paul.
Oh, man. Yeah.
I kind of skimmed that one.
Charity Sparkler. Oh, my God.
Charity Sparkler.
What a name. What a fucking name.
Sensible shop girl Charity Sparkler. Oh, God. Wait, what was it? Oh, I wrote down like another name. It's pretty funny. Bartholomew Black. The dreaded underworld figure whose daughter's name is Mavis.
Yes. I feel like these names are so, like, fairy tale names. You know what I mean? Like, not.
But they're like hilarious fairy tale names.
Exactly.
Like, they're like a little bit less silly than Dickens, but like, but they're in the right kind of.
Yeah, like I feel like if we were writing a sketch about this world, like those are the names we would call everyone.
Yes, like Gavin Hunt, great name.
Oh, that's
Fantastic
such a sexy name. It's so good. And I kind of like that her nickname was Percy, because like Percy is like a guy's name,
Percy.
But I really liked that it was her name.
And she shows up in his place in drag the first.
Oh my God. Yes, that's right. Oh my God. The wig and the mustache made me laugh. And I was like, did she get this at like Hollywood Toy and Costume?
And he just like sees through it immediately, and he's like, "That's a woman."
Yeah, and he like plays with her a little bit, and she's like thinking like it's like it's working.
Like, yeah, the ball's on this one.
Yeah.
Just showing up to like demand a bunch of stuff, like while wearing a stupid mustache.
Yeah, and she's just like, "I got him," and then it's like, "Well, no." He knew the moment you walked in.
And like later, she's like, "Well, first of all, I want our wager in writing." She's like, "My dad always said get everything in writing."
And smart. It's absolutely smart. I think you should always get something in writing. I feel like it's
You're gonna have a wanton wager. If you're gonna have a wanton wager or a wanton wager, just make sure it's all written down.
You gotta have it written down. Yeah, you have to have it in writing. So I think that's a good thing to end on. Is like, folks, if you ever enter a wanton wager, get it in writing. Maybe have a lawyer look over it.
If you're going to get into a wanton wager, like make sure that the guy who owns the gaming hell doesn't use his own dice.
Yeah, good point. You got to bring in an outside dice.
Yes.
Okay.
Because like you really think a guy who like says like you have to come here this many times based on the dice roll is going to give you like a fair set of dice?
No, he probably had like trick dice.
No.
Yeah.
She probably doesn't even know that trick dice exist.
I just assumed that it did. But yeah.
I mean, it'd explain a lot about how her brother lost the company.
Yeah, because he's a fucking idiot. Listen, note to self, don't have drunken brothers who are...
idiot drunken brothers who bleed on the Aubusson carpet.
Yeah.
That was another one of my favorite lines, the bit of where he's like, oh, pardon me, I'm bleeding on the Aubusson.
Don't you hate it when that happens in Regency, England?
God, the maids, they must have been just furious. They're just like constantly just scrubbing the Aubusson. Is that how you pronounce it?
I think so. Right. I think it sounds right to me, and I trust you. It's funny because like all of the maids, like they don't seem to mind. Like they're like kind of like these like matronly figures to them, and it's like they don't mind. They just want what's best, and it's like you're scrubbing blood off of the Aubusson all the time. Don't you get annoyed?
You think he'd be kind of...
Don't you get annoyed?
Oh, yeah. This is just random, goes nowhere, but Mrs. Tottingham, the drunk chaperone that she has, who's just always like constantly falling down from her tonics.
Yes. And it's like good for her because she can like get away, but it's like, lady, we got to sit down and have a talk.
It's like, we were lucky. We managed to get we were lucky. We didn't know we hired a chaperone who was a drunk, but this is awesome.
Yeah, it's like, good, yay, alcoholism. It's good for us. Unless it's just like fun and she's just like gabbing with girlfriends and whatever.
Does she even have any lines, or is she just like always indisposed?
No, she's always there, but not there. She's like, just like she's like a few steps behind Percy and then she like disappears. And it's like, okay. She's like...
She should have a book.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's such a good idea. Like a book about like
really
the chaperones of like...
Because there's this whole thing about like... all right, so I'm just going to spoil it. Charity Sparkler and Paul have this whole thing. Like they hook up during this book. Like Charity shows up like really, really disheveled looking and it's because like she's hooked up with Paul and under some bizarre circumstances.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, now I kind of want to read it. I mean, I'm going to read it.
Well, it'll take you like... It's not like... It's a fast read.
Oh, okay,
but,
good.
But basically the whole... You can probably... Yeah, but anyways, like, I mean, that's fine and all, but I would really like to know what the hell Mrs. Tottenham has been up to.
Yeah.
During this whole time.
I know.
Because, like, all this other stuff is happening simultaneously of great import. I just want to, like, hear about the drunk chaperone.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Because, you know, she's got a story.
Oh, she has plenty of story. Like, something's happening. Like, she has a backstory that we all need to know. Well, listen, I think it's an assignment for you. You got to write fan fiction.
We'll write Mayhem and Mayfair fan fiction.
Perfect. I'm sure it's out there, but yes, because Mrs. Tottenham needs a story. Well, Lesley, thank you so much for being a guest and returning.
Thanks for having me again
to this nightmare of a podcast. I'm just kidding. Thank you for returning to the world of stupid.
Is it too stupid to live?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it makes life better.
Aw, thank you. I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna say that's your review of the podcast, and I'm gonna put it on the front page of my
Yeah, go for it. It's a
website.
It'll work.
Hi, I'm Laura Von Holt from the Mermaid Podcast, part of the Frolic Podcast Network. The Mermaid Podcast is, you guessed it, all about mermaids. I cover everything from mermaid legend and history to mermaids in pop culture, movies, and TV. My guests include mermaid experts, mermaid historians, mermaid authors, mermaid charities, mermaid tale makers, and even professional mermaids. Yes, being a mermaid is a real job. So whether you have legs or fins, are a mermaid queen or a mermaid at heart, the Mermaid Podcast has something for you. You can find us at mermaidpodcast.com and wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts.
Too Stupid to Live is part of the Frolic Podcast Network. For more podcasts you'll love, visit frolic.media/podcasts. Thank you so much for listening and have a great rest of your day.